So today I'm going to be getting into how I became that girl, my fitness journey from before to now. Yesterday I shared a 5-month transformation video on my Instagram story where it got lots and lots and lots of feedback. I had a lot of questions, I had a lot of concerns, and just so many people rooting for me and supporting me and just being extremely happy for me, which I want to thank y'all, first of all, for supporting me through this journey. It's always been a dream and a goal of mine to become a fitness girly. I, for years, wanted to be that girl so bad, but I just couldn't seem to get myself motivated enough to actually do it. So I'm going to start this video off by giving you guys a bit of my background before I get into my current journeys. As a child, I wasn't too into sports, but I did do a few activities. I did Taekwondo when I was around, I think, 10 years old. I actually got my black belt in Taekwondo. That is a fun fact about me. I still have my black belt, so don't play with me. And then I did dance. I love dance. I did dance basically my whole childhood. I started taking some dance classes when I was 6, and then I continued with dance in high school. I was a part of the dance team. I took some dance classes. Now, was I the best dancer? No. But as long as I was being physically active, honestly, it didn't even matter how good I was actually doing. When I got to college, I began going to the gym just a little bit. I was always the girl who would go for about 2 or 3 weeks and then I would just fall off and not go back again for months. But there was a period in college where I would jog to the gym. I would do about a 2-hour workout and then I would go back to my dorm room. I saw significant weight loss. I had just entered college. So when I entered college, I went through a very depressive episode. Just adjusting to life without your parents, adjusting to college. I was in a relationship at the time that wasn't the healthiest. So I lost a lot of weight. A lot of weight. Before I went to college, I was 130, 135. That was my natural weight. I'd been that weight for years. After freshman year of college, I was now down to about 110. I was a stick. It was bad. It was not good. Honestly, I stayed at that weight for about 3 years. I was around 110 to 120. I just kind of fluctuated in between. Fast forward to last year, 2022, around October, me and my homegirl were hanging out and we just both kind of decided that we were tired of being skinny. So we decided we're going to start working out. We would go to her gym at her apartment complex and we would do little workouts. Nothing too serious. We weren't like lifting weights or nothing like that. It's an apartment gym. You can only do so much in there. Maybe about 2-3 weeks we did that. Unfortunately, me and her ended up falling out. So I couldn't go there anymore. So I had to make a decision for myself. Does this stop here? Was that just like another 2-3 week phase, or are you going to keep going? Luckily for me, the guy I was talking to at the time played me. Not necessarily played me, but he in a sense had me so messed up that it motivated me to go to the gym, to say the least. Like, that hurt, that pain literally kept me in the gym. So I got a gym membership and I started going to the gym. I think my first day at the gym was like November 6th. Literally looked an absolute mess. Outfit not cute. Nothing was giving and I didn't know what I was doing. But I still tried. Obviously, like I told you guys, my goal was to get thick, was to gain weight. So I started going to the gym and then I started eating any and everything. And it's not necessarily a problem, but it was a problem for me because I did gain the weight that I wanted, but not in the way I wanted. My body fat percentage shot through the roof, and my body fat percentage was like 32%. It was crazy. I was looking extremely fluffy. I now went from being a stick to I looked overweight for my size, if you know what I mean. I wasn't overweight, but I looked like it considering what I had looked like before. I was feeling very insecure with myself. I was like, oh my gosh, like, when you're 110 to 120 in a skinny stick for 3 years of your life, and then to go to having a belly and all this body fat, it's very uncomforting to say the least. But I was continuously doing research on body recomposition, which essentially is losing body fat while gaining body muscle at the same exact time. And I realized it had everything to do with what I was putting into my body, what I was eating. It had nothing to do with my workouts. I actually was doing pretty well at my workouts. Of course, my form needed improvement. Of course, I needed to work on my mind to muscle connection, but that wasn't necessarily my issue because I was seeing rapid growth in my glutes. My glutes literally went from flat to fat. I promise you. Everybody was asking me how I did it. So many people wanted the tea. So I wasn't necessarily doing it wrong. I just wasn't doing it the healthiest way possible. This year, I finally buckled down. I did so much research. I kind of curated plans for myself. I began eating healthier. I began watching what I intake. From there, that's when I started to see my body fat shred. Anybody wondering, how do I even know what my body fat percentage is? I bought a scale off of Amazon. It's about 25 bucks. And it's so great because the scale actually comes with the app. I'm going to show you guys right here. It's called Fit Days. So whenever I scale myself, it pulls up. So right now I am currently 125 pounds. And then it breaks down everything for you. It is so fantastic. It'll tell you everything. My body fat percentage when I first was in the gym was around 30 to 35%. Now it is down to 24%, which is still high. 24 is literally the cutoff, is the beginning of a high body fat, and I'm at 24.7. So I'm so close to getting it down to standard. But for me, that isn't a huge accomplishment. I have decreased my body fat percentage by nearly 10% in the last 6 months, which is just like, thank you, God. I did that shred, to say the least. This year, I unintentionally started eating less. I didn't mean to start eating less. I just kind of like one day I woke up and my body was dang near refusing food. Like it was so weird. Before I started my workout journey, I had a hard time eating. I didn't eat a lot, which is why I was so little. So when I did start working out, I started increasing how much I was eating, and I, upped it to about 3 times a day. But one day this year, my body was just like, okay, we can't do it anymore. We can't eat this much anymore. I don't know why, but I wasn't going to fight my body on that because I didn't want to feel sick. So I didn't fight my body and I just started cutting. Like I started shredding all the fat unintentionally. I think my body was like, we're tired of holding on to all this body fat. It's time to let it go. And I'm so glad my body did because it is the summertime. And if I still had all that weight on me, I would not be able to be outside. Or at least I would not confidently be able to be outside. You know what I mean? I learned that the hardest part about your fitness journey is truthfully not going to the gym. It is truthfully about what you eat. I promise you, everything you eat is going to determine how your body is going to look. So that is my background of how I got here today. I put on my Instagram story yesterday for you guys to ask me a few questions if you guys had any questions in regard to my fitness journey. So I'm just going to answer those right now. So Amaya Kiera says, have you had times where you gave up for any amount of time? Luckily for me, I have actually not given up. Honestly, I became so addicted to the gym that I actually have to force myself to take rest days. And it's crazy to think that a year ago, I would have had to force myself to go to the gym. Now I have to force myself not to go to the gym. I personally reached a breaking point where I was so tired of not being confident in my body. I was so tired of waking up every day and looking at myself in the mirror and not being confident, not liking what I saw. I had been insecure in my skin for basically my whole life. So I had reached a breaking point where I was like, I can't keep doing this because the confidence you have within yourself will ultimately reflect what gets done in your life, what you end up doing in life. Like your confidence affects so much in your life. And I didn't realize that until I finally became confident in my skin. Now I'm able to do things even like this, make a YouTube video. I swear going to the gym has made me actually feel worthy of the things that I wanted to do. A lot of the things that I dreamt of doing, I didn't feel worthy of because I felt like my body, I'm not going to look good enough for it, which is not even the truth, but that's how I felt. So I was like, nobody's going to fix this problem. The only person who can is me. So I decided to take control of my life and just keep going. I took a break 4 weeks ago. My eyebrows done. And while they're healing, you cannot sweat. So I couldn't do any weightlifting for about 10 days. I was very sad when I found that out, but it was actually very good for me. I had been in the gym 5 days a week for 11 weeks straight. I had been in the gym longer than 11 weeks, but not 5 days. Putting the data is actually very good for you to take at least a week or so off every 10 weeks when you're weight training, just to give your muscles time to heal and bounce back. Data also shows that you will come back stronger, which I can advise is true. After I came back from my 10-day break, I actually was lifting heavier. And I was honestly amazed and very happy. So now I plan on taking at least a week off about every 10 weeks just to give my muscles that time to recuperate. But besides that 10-day break, I actually have not taken any days off. So, period. The next question is by Sage the Sagittarius. Oh, that's such a cute name. Did you have gym anxiety? When I first started going to the gym, I was going to LA Fitness, which is very much a public gym. It is the public gym. So there are so many people there of all ages. And at first, I was a little intimidated, but it's all in your head. I realized that I was only nervous, like going to the gym and walking in, but as soon as I actually started my workout, all that anxiety like dissipated. I actually forgot that I had anxiety. So I just want to let you guys know that you have anxiety about going to the gym. Usually it's like in your head. As soon as you start working out, the anxiety will be gone because you're so focused on your workout and you just feel good. So it's like all those negative emotions that you once had, they go away, which is why I love working out so much. Next question is from 2Trill she says, girl, do you use anything for your under eyes? If so, what? Please put a sign. This is not a fitness question, but because you obviously wanted to know so bad, I'm going to answer you. I do use the Kiehl's under eye cream. It is actually on my page. I did a skincare routine video. You could check that out. Yeah, it's on my Instagram reels, and I think it's on my TikTok, so check it out there. Next question is from Sydney Marr. She said, how do you stay disciplined with going to the gym, and what motivates you? Maybe. That honestly is like the hardest thing I think for most people when they're starting the gym, is finding the motivation and the discipline to go. One, I learned that motivation kind of doesn't exist. Discipline exists. You don't need motivation when you have discipline. There definitely have been days where I did not feel like going to the gym, but I am disciplined enough to know that I have to go. There was no motivation. There was nobody motivating me there. There was nothing like that. It was just I had discipline. So it was the discipline that made me go. There was no motivation, or you don't need it when you have discipline. You don't need motivation when you have discipline. When I first started, what kept me in the gym was, or what I did to hold myself accountable or make sure that I didn't stop going, is I started posting. Literally, the whole reason I started posting my fitness journey was not to show you guys, well, it was to show you guys my fitness journey, but it was honestly to hold myself accountable, because I knew that if I gave up, I wouldn't just be giving up in private, I would be giving up in front of thousands of people. And that right there kept me going my first month or two, because I was like, I'll be damned if I let somebody be like, we knew she was gonna give up, like we knew it. I was like, I would not go for it. Now, it's kind of the same way. I just think I can't give up now because I'm so far along in my journey, and my body, like the results are really resulting now. So if I were to stop, I would literally just revert back to how my body was before, and I would cry and I would be so depressed, and it just wouldn't make sense. I just want to explain that when you start the gym, it is hard, but I promise you, after about a month, it is not as hard as it seems. Like at first it seems like, oh my gosh, you're dreading it. Like I don't know how I'm gonna make it. I don't know how I'm like, you'll get to a point where it's every day. It's just regular life. Like you like it's just a part of your everyday routine. How when you get up and you brush your teeth, you go to work or whatever, the gym will become just like that. It'll just become everyday life. It won't be as big of a deal. Honestly, also you guys motivate me because the feedback that I get from my workout videos, the DMs that I receive every day, the comments that I get underneath my posts, they're so inspiring. It warms my heart to know that I'm inspiring others. So that also keeps me going. Like, if I'm ever feeling down, you guys will send me a message or comment something that'll literally just remind me why I'm even doing all this. It's not even just for me. I feel that God did not place me on this fitness journey just for me. I feel He's placed me on this fitness journey to show and also guide others into this world of health. I feel my videos and my content is going to reach at least one person that's going to start working out. And to me, that is everything. If I can influence at least one person to begin working out, oh my gosh. Because it's life changing. Going to the gym is life changing. So I feel like I changed your life. If I can persuade you to go to the gym, I'm changing your life. And that's a period to me, baby. That's period. Like enough motivation. Like what? Another thing that keeps me in the gym is it is my outlet for my anger, my emotions, and my feelings. The gym is such a great place to go get your anger out and get all your emotions out in a responsible way. A lot of us, we will fight our demons, we will fight our problems, we'll suppress our problems with unhealthy habits such as partying, such as drinking, such as smoking, which I am still guilty of, by the way. But it's a work in progress. But most of us, we will suppress our feelings with substance abuse or distracting ourselves with activities or people, whatever the situation may be. And it ultimately just continues to hurt you and make everything 10 times worse. I learned that taking my anger and my emotions out in the gym actually makes life better. Because instead of waking up feeling like shit and feeling like, oh my God, feeling lazy to complete my day, feeling like I don't want to do anything, instead, the gym literally gives me like a boost of energy. I go to the gym and then all of a sudden I feel like tackling my whole day. Going to the gym is going to give you positive effects. Of course, injury and stuff is like a negative that can happen, but y'all know what I mean. There's nothing negative that can come from the gym. Like if you're taking out your anger and stuff in there, you know what the repercussion of taking your anger out in the gym is? A bomb ass body. And it's like, wouldn't you rather be angry and then your reward be a great body instead of you be angry and then you go drink a whole bottle and then you wake up feeling like shit and you didn't get anything done and now you feel worse than what you did yesterday? Like it doesn't make sense, but it also is understandable because this is what our nation and our community has advised as the way to deal with stuff. This is what we have made popular in music and shows and entertainment. We have popular. I don't even know if that's a word. We have popularized like bad habits. That was a long answer to your question, but girl, there's like no short answer for that question, to be honest. So the next question is from Kimchi, and she says, did you focus on cardio or weight training? So when I first started, I was doing both. I was doing cardio and weight training. Not too much cardio. I would say more weight training than cardio, but I was doing both. And then December, January, I started doing a Stairmaster for like 30 minutes a day. Whoa, not a good idea. I swear I lost like 5 pounds in a matter of a week. And that wasn't the goal at the time, so I was very upset with myself. I focus on weight training. Cardio, I will leave as a cool down at the end of a leg day. It's really good to conclude your leg days with cardio for muscular gains. So that's usually what I'll save my cardio for. I'll hit the Stairmaster or do interval sprints on the treadmill after leg day. But I don't focus on cardio just because I personally am not trying to lose any more weight. I am at the thinnest that I personally want to be. I don't want to get any thinner than this. If I do cardio, I'm going to shred. more and more and more. So I personally focus on weight training because I'm trying to build muscle, and then cardio was just there as like a little cool down for me. So this is the last question on my Instagram. Goodbye, Shawty. Goodbye, Shawty says, how did you grow your glutes? I grew my glutes by one, obviously training them heavy and eating plenty. You have to eat so much in order to gain your glutes. It is crazy. I can't eat as much as I used to, so I've sacrificed a lot of glute gains. My glutes are not nearly as big as they were about 4 months ago, but I'm personally okay with that, just because now my body fat percentage is down and my stomach is down, like you got to sacrifice and suffice some things for other things. So because I can go so deep into how I grew my glutes, I'm going to save that for a separate video. I also have a surprise for you guys. I'm going to be launching a glute guide very, 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 very soon. I have been working on it for like a couple months, and it's just a guide with 50 exercises breaking down the importance of training glutes, training you could do from beginner to intermediate to advanced. There's going to be some meal plans in there. There's going to be some workout plans in there. It's really cool. It's really dope. I'm going to have it available via ebook and also via Amazon. So actually have it up on Amazon right now. I'm going to place the link in the bio if you guys want to place an order for a hard copy. I'm going to be dropping the ebook in a couple weeks, but if you prefer to have a hard copy, I already have them up on Amazon. Nobody even knows that I've dropped this, so you guys are going to be the first ones to know about it. It's $25. It's about 38 pages, but it is an easy read and it is so informative. I promise you guys. Like, I wish I would have had this book when I first started. It would have saved me months of research and trial and error. But it's okay because now I get to provide you guys with the information, hopefully help many of you guys who are trying to start this journey. So, what are my plans moving forward? So, my plans moving forward are honestly, I am just trying to continue to body recomp. I have curated a new workout plan for myself that I follow. I have begun doing progressive overload. And if you guys don't know what that means, progressive overload means that when you are doing your sets, you are progressively adding more and more weight. So let's say I'm doing bicep curl, right? I might start with a 10-pound weight, and then I'm gonna do 10 reps with that, right? And then on my next set, I'm now gonna use a 15-pound weight. If I can bust out 10 reps, I will. Usually when you up the weight, your reps go down. But that's basically essentially what progressive overload is. It's just adding more weight with each set. So I incorporated that into my workouts. That's something I wasn't doing last year that I am now doing now. And I am starting to see a huge difference in my gains. The gains are gaining so much more quickly than they ever were before. So body recomp is literally my focus. I now am a very, very, very like crucial about what I'm eating and making sure that I am intaking enough protein. I honestly don't hit my protein goal a lot. It's really hard for me to do it. It's something I'm working on right now, but hitting my protein goal and body recomp is basically my goal right now. I love my thinness right now. I just want more booty, which means I got to eat more. So that is my goals going forward. I just want to thank y'all for joining me today for this video. I hope that I could give some advice or provide some information that could help somebody out there during their fitness journey. I am rooting for you and I am hoping for the best. Go to the gym, try it out, even if you have to start off with only going 3 days a week, 2 days a week, even, or even going on a walk every day for 30 minutes. You got to get some type of physical activity in. All humans need at least 60 minutes of physical activity a day. And personally, I think it'll help you not just physically, but mentally and emotionally. I promise you it'll do wonders. Going to the gym didn't just affect me physically. It affected me mentally and emotionally more than anything, more than the physical. The mental and emotional growth that I've had outweighs the physical differences that I've seen any day. I swear, just get out of your head. Don't think about it too hard. Nobody's looking at you. Nobody's judging you. A lot of people are just now starting off in the gym. A lot of people don't know what they're doing. A lot of people even seem like they know what they're doing and they don't. That was my that's one of my life hacks. Like if you go to the gym and you just do everything with confidence, people, unless they're real like bodybuilders or gym crews, they won't even know that you're like doing it wrong. Nobody will know. Nor is anybody even judging you because everybody had to start somewhere, you know? Everybody had to start off with bad form and no mind of muscle connection and all that. We all have to start like that. There's still things that I haven't even tackled. There's still workouts I haven't done. There's still things that I'm new to and I'm going to have to start from square one with. And honestly, who cares what anybody thinks? Because most of the time, too, those people that judge you, you're going to end up outlifting them later on in life. So, and that was such a metaphor for life. Like, ooh. But anyways, thank you guys for joining me here today. I love you guys so much. And I'm going to be creating some more fitness content. You know, just drop questions that you guys have down in the bio, or if there's any specific topics you guys want me to hit, just let me know. I'll have also my Amazon storefront linked in the description. I have a what's in my gym bag section. You need help putting together your gym bag, you can literally find all the necessities right there on Amazon. And then I will also link to my ebook. I'm so excited about this book. This is my first book I've ever released. I've dropped a couple journals, but this is my first ever book. And I never would have expected it to be anything even related to fitness. So I'm just like, make sure you go do some physical activity today. Show your body some love, you know, show your body the love that you show others. You know, they always say treat your body like a temple. It's deeper than that. You know, you can't be out here giving love to all these people if you're not even giving that love to your body, because this body is all you have and it can deteriorate at any moment. So get out there, take a risk, step out your comfort zone and just do it. And I promise you, you will feel like the shit afterwards. I will catch you guys in my next video.